And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, back with another video for you. We've got two fantastic guests for you today. We've had some international fans. We've got some more, so really excited to have you on. We've got Eren and Kyra, both from Turkey. Eren, first of all, thanks for coming on, man. How are you doing?
I'm I'm doing well. I'm trying to study with my lectures in the off season. Um, it's very tough times now because I really miss Leicester games. I don't know what to do in this summer times. Yeah, that's all. I'm waiting for the new season to begin.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And welcome, Kyra, as well from Turkey as well. Kyra, how are you doing as well?
I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to speak with you about Leicester. I'm so excited and I'm really stressed out. This.
No problem. No problem. More than welcome to have. We'll kick off with you, Eren, in terms of your origin story. So, how did you manage to get involved in or with Leicester City? Or what was your? How did you start supporting Leicester City?
I think the fairy tale championship had a very huge impact in all football world, and Turkish people love stories like that because in Turkey we all have similar stories in the Turkish football also, and this Leicester's achievement made very huge impact, and like me, a lot of people very enjoyed it, and after that I I said I should keep following this team because it's a huge achievement, and I really wonder how it will be go. Like, is it Leicester gonna add more championship, or how did it will go? And it very made me wonder and made me follow the Leicester City. And after a few years, I actually asked Kyra, like, we both love Leicester City and we both watch the Premier League games and other games. Why don't we start a Twitter channel or something, Twitter account? And this is how our story actually went. And everything started with the Fairy Tale Championship.
That's a bit amazing. Kyra, is it a similar thing with you again? And that's how you knew Eren from there, or?
Yeah. Same with Aaron, but actually I don't choose it. I'm starting watching the Leicester City its championship season, same with Aaron, but then we watch together these games. Then we make a Twitter account. Then this was the case. Yeah, actually,
Fair
this was
enough.
the case.
No problem. Again, that's fair enough. And so it was again from one thing I was going to say as well from Eren from Turkey. How is the people know about Leicester City and like when you say to people, oh, I know Turkey's huge for football as well. You know, everybody knows about the big stadiums and Galatasaray, for example, the atmosphere there. But when you say to people, oh, I follow Leicester City, what is the reaction in Turkey?
The reaction is actually they all love to talk about Premier League in the first place, and when you ask the big five and big six teams, they all have some opinions. But when you ask about the Leicester City, they all act like, wow, what a great club, what a good achievement, and all the players, all the transfer rumors, they all want to follow Leicester City. That's why our channel also grew very fast. We had so much followers in a very short time. I think the Turkish people love Leicester City because it's I don't know, maybe it's about the players and or history maybe. But the thing Turkish people very like, we all we are all in competition with the top six clubs. We beat Manchester City, Liverpool, Manchester United, çağlar, söyüncü scores. I think this is the passion Turkish people love. We keep beating the top clubs. I think that's why Turkish people love it.
And Kyra, is that about the Premier League, or is that because obviously with Premier League you've got so many different teams that can win the Premier League, but also that can take points off a bigger team as well. So is there quite a big following of the Premier League in Turkey, or is it other leagues as well?
In Turkey, there are not many Leicester fans, but many Premier League fans. That's true. But we have strict follower of Leicester.
Mm-hmm.
We met these people through on our social media, and of course there is a community that follows çağlar, söyüncü. They're interested in. Yeah, that's for sure. This
fair enough as
Premier
well. And
League
again,
Premier League has a very special place in Turkish people, because after Super League and in Turkish Super League, everyone knows that Premier League is a very high class league, especially when you compare it with the Serie A and La Liga. Everybody keeps follow Premier League, and we all know that Premier League is very top league.
Fair enough. Again, it is a tough league. And Cairo, again, one player that, again, I don't think we could talk too much about the interview without mentioning, as you mentioned before, çağlar, Soyuncu. Came in obviously in 2018 as well. What have you when he first signed for the club? Did you think? What did you initially think when he first signed?
For me, we in Turkey we believe our players when they go to abroad team. Yeah, that's çağlar for sure. We believe him. So now he has a big team rumors like Real Madrid, Inter Milan. We didn't expect that, but we always believe and support çağlar, söyüncü.
Fair enough as well. And Aaron, at the time, I think we got him. He was 22, no, maybe even younger than that.
Yeah.
And he was signed just the last signing of that window as well. We didn't see a lot of him, but was again, as Kyra was saying, there's a lot of people having faith in, especially a young player. Was there a point where you're like, okay, this guy is going to do well at Leicester City?
Yeah, exactly. When I think it was Freiburg. He first went Freiburg, then to Leicester City, and even when he is in Freiburg, we all believe that he's gonna make it. He's gonna transfer to the top clubs, and Leicester City is. We believe that going to a Premier League team like Leicester City is very huge achievement. And when Leicester signed çağlar, we think yes, çağlar çağlar deserves that, and we believe that he will be he will be in 11 every time in the lineup, because he's very tall and strong. His play style is very aggressive when he is even like 22 or 21, and it made the difference.
Yeah, and he did, especially the season, Kyra, when we sold on Harry Maguire for £80 million. There was a lot of less, because before we've seen him very aggressive, again, flying in with challenges, getting sent off in some games as well. Then in that season he came in once Maguire left. People were talking about him as one of the best, at the end of the season, one of the best Premier League defenders.
Yeah. çağlar, çağlar came in after Maguire's go to Manchester United. There's a big space for him, because Harry Maguire in Leicester, he's a great job actually. Because he go to 80 sterling. But then çağlar is done it great.
Yeah. Again, he's done a good job. Erin, what do you think the future for çağlar is at Leicester City? Because I've got 1 year left on his contract now, and it looks like Wesley Fofana and what's it called? Wesley Fofana and Johnny Evans are probably ahead of him as well.
Yeah, people think about the transfer rumors also, and in my opinion, çağlar should stay in Leicester, because when we think about in Leicester team, we have Wesley Fofana, Johnny Evans, and Çağlar, who is in the and Daniel Emerti, let's say, and Westergaard, 5 player. And we don't think Westergaard is gonna make it to the other seasons. I don't believe that. And Johnny Evans is getting older every year, and Wesley Fofana has a very young and Wesley Fofana has very potential also, like Çağlar. When Çağlar came first, I think they have a similar type of play, and I think Wesley Fofana and Çağlar will be a great two center backs, and I don't believe that Çağlar can play continuously in like Real Madrid and other, I think, or Chelsea, because there are many other players that stood up before Çağlar. And I think Leicester is a very good place for him to play every game and keep getting other minutes, and I think he should stay.
Yeah, fair enough. Kyra, in terms of Leicester City, çağlar söyüncü at Leicester City, do you have any games that you were like, okay, this is one of his best games, or any favourable moments at Leicester City with çağlar söyüncü?
Yeah, of course, it's a match night game, 4-2. He scored a goal. It's my choice. Actually, yeah, it's a great game for Çağlar. He scored a goal and he didn't any mistake in game. Yeah, so I choose that game.
Fair enough. I think that was a good one. And Erin, another one, I think, for the FA Cup final with Johnny Evans coming off. It was çağlar söyüncü, Wesley Fofana, and Timothy Castagne at the back. And considering the tack that they had, I think Leicester City and çağlar söyüncü held out that defense, their attack really well.
Yeah, I think it's a very offensive type of play, and our center backs did a very great job because Chelsea that season was very good, I think. And holding them is not that easy. That's tough, and I think our defensive play was very on top that game.
Yeah, and I definitely agree. And one other player of recent as well, Cengiz under Kyra. It didn't really work out as well, but what do you think happened? Because again, he started the season and he was assisting some brilliant goals for Jamie Vardy, and then after a while, it didn't quite happen. And then obviously he's gone on to Marseille and done quite. Was it Marseille or Lille? And he did quite well as well.
Marseille.
Yeah.
Marseille.
Yeah, Marseille.
Yeah.
In the beginning season, I expect Cengiz did job work, but then he always injured. Then after that, Brandon didn't choose him in his lineup. A real yeah, that's it. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries, no problem. Erin, one player that for me as well that sticks out if we talk about Leicester City players in Turkey. Don't know how much you know about Muzzy, is it? But he's a huge fan from around here as well, and obviously represented Turkey. And so is that a Leicester link as well? Or don't know how much you remember of him.
Yeah, I'm very young for that time of the seasons, but I always keep watching the videos on the other like goals and highlights, and yes, it has a huge impact, and everybody knows him in here, and it's a great feeling that same country also known in English football. I think it's very something you have to be proud of, like Cengiz and Çağlar and Muzi, that we are all proud of the Turkish players made impact in English football and Leicester.
Yeah, and I managed to interview him, I think, a few years ago, and he was saying the same thing. He was very proud to represent Turkey as well, which was really nice to hear. In terms of Kyra, coming into obviously this current season and the players that we have at the moment for Leicester City, who would you say is your favourite player?
My favorite player. This is a difficult question for me because my three favorite player in Leicester City. These are Devs Berhal, JJ, and Luke. Maybe Devs with a Bayanos in ahead because I tracking him in Luton Town. Then he came Leicester. If I choose Des Berhal. Yeah, if I can get a short jersey one day, I might have his number and his name right on my back. Yeah, Des Berhal.
Fair enough as well, because I know that he's well, if Yuri is going to leave, then probably a lot of Leicester fans saying he takes the number 8 shirt that Yuri's got at the moment. Erin, over to you. Who's your favourite Leicester player at the moment?
Jamie Vardy by far. All the story he had and everything he does. Yeah, I'm really my favorite player, and James Maddison, of course, and because I really like to position number 10. We like center midfield players, attacking midfield players. I really like them. I know the type of plays, but Jamie Vardy is like I can't find words to describe him. He's like an idol, like I believe that we one day we need to make the statue of him in front of King Power. I really believe that.
There's a few players there, but Jamie Vardy is definitely one of them. And I was speaking to just a fan as well recently who was saying from Chile, in South America, and he was going that they knew Jamie Vardy, but they didn't know Leicester City, and that's the power of Jamie Vardy, which I thought was incredible. They go, oh, he knows because he had Vardy on the back of his shirt, but they didn't recognize the logo, but they recognized the Jamie Vardy, which I thought was crazy. But Kyra as well, is there any other what's it called? Is there any of all the managers we've had? Is there any favorite manager that you've had since you've been watching Leicester City?
Manager. Actually, I don't know many managers in Leicester City, but I can say Nigel Pearson. I know him, and I know him. That's Nigel Pearson.
Fair enough. And Erin as well, if you've got any managers that you can remember, or any of your favorite managers or anything?
Yeah, I think everybody has a very huge respect to Claudio Ranieri, and even we saw that in the Roma game. We all applauded, and it's a very huge moment for me. And I will pick Claudio Ranieri. And if I had a chance, I think he deserves a better leaving when he decided to leave the club. I think we made a bit. I think we decided very early for him to leave because we had a very bad season when he's leaving. But my respect for him is on top, and I will pick Claudio Ranieri.
Fair enough. I mean, you talk about statues. That's one statue that another player that you could say there for another man you can have with Claudio Ranieri. And Kyra as well, in terms of when you're watching Leicester City this season, in terms of a match, was there or the last couple of years, was there a favourite match of yours? Say this season.
And in this season, my favorite game is Manchester United 4-2 victory, and we lost, I know, but I love that game in Carabao Cup against Liverpool. That's actually a great game. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, we started that one so well, but then we just didn't defend. It was so frustrating because we were this close against such a top team. Erin, same with you. Has there been a favourite match for you this season to watch, Leicester?
I will pick from the Conference League games because I think it's a new journey for us, and it was a very new excitement for all Leicester fans. And I would pick, I think, PSV games. I think two of the game was very exciting, and we scored very late one, and I think it was a huge excitement when we lost to Rome, I was nearly crying because it was very nervous game also, but I was trying to keep my hope, and that journey was very special for me because it was the first year of the tournament, and it's first time Leicester joining, and even nobody knows that competition, but we were so close. And I would pick PSV games, yes.
PSV was a great game, and then I think it had everything to it because the first half we weren't good enough, just not good enough to win, and then we conceded the goal, and then we came back. It was that was everything. I think Kyra as well. Is there been in terms of when you've started watching Leicester City? Is there a favorite memory of yours as well?
I don't know. Eren can answer this question.
Can I get the question again?
Yeah, sure.
Lagging. Can I get the question again? I was lagging.
Oh, sorry, no problem. What's your favorite memory? As in, like, is there a memory? It doesn't have to be related to football or anything like that as well.
Yeah, I have a memory for that. In the FA Cup final, I was in a holiday with my family, and by the match time, I was trying to find where to watch it because I was in a hurry and I was in a vacation. Like I was 5 minutes ago, I was swimming, and I get up and get the phone all to get ready, and I was also trying to get the tweets for my for our channel. We are also live writing the game, what's going on, commentary, and when by the time where it's sometimes because of where I am, the data is not working. I was like it's lagging and other stuff, but after that I figured it out and I watched Tielemans' goal, and I really jumped I really threw my phone because of the joy, and it was like very crazy. I dropped my phone, like everything, and I was screaming in a hotel room like goal, we did it, and it was a very crazy memory for me because it was very fun.
Just very again that day was unbelievably special as well. But Kyra, in terms of there's Leicester City at the moment. Obviously, that Brendan Rodgers talks about there's going to be a few players leaving, a few players coming in. Is there anybody in particular or any kind of player that you think Leicester City should bring into the club?
I would like Callum Wright on the team. I like Kiernan Desperate. I keep tracking on him and then I would like also want to see in club Saliban Sofiane Diop. His name is right there. And I still think that Berardi. I think he will be very good for us. And fits in the lineup, I think. But as you know, we can't go Europa or Conference League next season, so our transfer business will be very difficult for us.
Yeah, I think it is going to be difficult, but again, with the training ground and things like that, it could be something. But Eren, in the future, do you think we're going to have more European? You're going to get, like, for example, this year, you look at Arsenal, they finished 8th last year, didn't have Europe. Then they came, and then we finished 8th. Potentially, we could go. Do you think we could get champion or some kind of European football next year?
Yes, definitely, because I think we are not too far away from the top 6 clubs, because we all show in the previous seasons, we all see that, like, let's compare the 5 or 6 seasons, we all fight for the Champions League, European League, let's say Conference League now, and Leicester belongs there. I think it's not a surprise for us to be there. We should be there. And I think next season, this season is a like a adaptation process, because our team should be in a change, and after that, when our players set up the lineup, I think next season is again it's time for the fight for the European football again. Even Conference League, it's okay. I think just finish in top 7. It's because Leicester belongs to Europe, I think.
I think so. Kyra, what do you think as well? Do you think we are good enough to get Europa or some kind of European football next year?
Yeah. I agree with Aaron and you. We not should, we must there, because we are a great team. We are great. We always increasing. So we have fifth and eighth. I know that's bad, but I believe Leicester. I believe my team. So we can go to Europe.
I think so. Again, considering there's going to be quite a few people going for that position, but I think we're definitely one of the teams to look out for. Erin, I've asked the question to Kyra, but is there any players that you think they could that would come in, or who would you like to come into Leicester City over the summer?
I'm trying to follow the rumors actually, but there was a Belgian guy. I forgot the name. I was thinking De Catala. Yeah, I think I watched some of his games, and I don't know him about much, but I think he can fit in the team because his playing style is like very Premier League in like Premier League levels, and I think we have some Belgian sympathy. Belgian players love Leicester City, and I think he can maybe join. Also, Yuri Tielemans maybe comment on about something. Maybe agree.
Yeah.
Maybe he convinced him.
Yeah. Again, we'll have to see about that. But he's one that's been linked for so long, so maybe it will happen. We'll have to see. But I think with Leicester, they have to sell before they can buy, and I think that's the problem.
Yes, exactly.
So I think that's one of the reasons why we've stayed away from transfers, because we know that unless a big player goes, we can't really bring anybody else in, and we spent so much last season, we didn't really lose anybody. And I think in terms of that, Kyra as well, is there any players that do you think this season, or last season or this season, for the season coming, that are going to go up and up and up? Is there any players that you think that are going to increase? You've mentioned Dewsbury Hall already, so like that kind of player.
Yeah. James Justin, Kieran Desper Hall. I select these people, but I love to see young players in our academy. So I want to see Semi Braybrooke, because he's young, not like Lions. He's a captain U18, right?
Yes,
I want to see Semi Braybrooke. Then Ben Nelson, because he has a remorse with other clubs. The other teams try their luck, they get him. Ben Nelson and Callum Wright. Yeah, these players probably increasingly the other seasons.
Yeah, there's a lot of, there's some great youth talent that's coming through as well. But the difference between the under-23s and where we are, it's a lot of development. But Erin, is there anybody else again that you could take it more toward? I'd recommend taking it more towards like the Premier League, the current team at the moment, or is there any young players that you think that are going to come through?
I think all young players will try to increase their performance, because I think they really want to be in that team and take some minutes. But my comment will be on James Maddison, because I think he's very angry about the English national team problems. Southgate is not let him in the squad, and I think he can use this as something motivational. Maybe he can show a very much performance after still not including in the squad, because he really wants it. I can really see that. Even this season is a proof of this situation, because last year also he wasn't in the squad also, and he's not in today also. And I think it's a very good challenge him for increasing his performance.
Yeah, and it's something that, again, it's not down to him; it's down to Southgate. But in the way he plays football, and there's been a lot of England fans complaining, not just about Maddison, but the way that England play, because it's not looking good. I think we've the last 3 games we haven't scored any goals, and you think Maddison is the player to link up the play, give it to Kane and score. But honestly, this is another half an hour we can talk about this, because England aren't the best in terms of this. But Kyra, I mean, coming into this as well, in terms of some of the players I'm thinking of. So I'm thinking of the players we signed last year. So the likes of Daka. Do you think Do you think he's got looks like a great player, but do you think he'll go up another level? And the other person is Lookman. Do you think we'll sign Lookman in the next season as well?
First of all, Daka, I think he has a great, not a great, but in mid, it's a great season. But Lookman, I always say that he's a not right winger. He's a left winger, but we have Harvey Barnes in there. We can sign him, but not a right winger. We need a proper right winger in there. We can sign. Because he is a great player and he win some matches for us. For example, Liverpool. Lookman is a great player. I would like to see in our squad in next season, but we need a right winger.
Yeah, I think we do as well. Aaron, in terms of what's it called? Some of the players we've got at the moment. I'm going to ask you the one. Have you managed to get down to Leicester? Or do you plan on coming to Leicester anytime soon, or do you have it in your plans for the future potentially?
Yeah, I think it's all about money. It's very hard for us even getting a jersey, because we are students and we don't have enough money for futures. But one day it's our goal. We really want to watch a game in Leicester. I think it will be a huge experience for us. But I think we need to save so much money for that.
Yeah, it's not cheap as well, unfortunately. But if you do come over, we'd love to sort tickets for you as well. Kyra, same question to you. Do you plan on coming over to Leicester City anytime soon?
We always talk with Eren this situation, because in Turkish lira, it's all about money. Actually, we cannot go to abroad, England. We want to there, but when, we don't know.
Well, again, you're always welcome anytime we are in Leicester. We'll try and sort you out some tickets if you're available. Aaron, again, both of you, thank you so much for coming on. Really, really appreciate it. Aaron, please tell, again, you've got your link there, but I'll leave the link in the description as well. But tell the people where they can find you as well.
We are Leicester City, Turkey, and we always try to tweet on time, like all the games, rumors, and everything, stats. We and it's something we really enjoy, and people also enjoy with us by following us and other stuff. And if you like Leicester City, and if you want to join to our comments and other stuff, you can follow us on Twitter. It's Leicester City Turkey. And thank you for inviting us. Really appreciate it.
Anytime. Again, Kyra, I guess, is it the same thing, or have you got any other social medias that you'd like to plug? Again, I'll leave them all in the description as well.
No. Same with Eren. They can go. They could follow our Twitter accounts. The same.
No problem. Again, you can see there's been on the screen the entire time, but again, I'll leave the link in the description, everybody. Again, thanks to these guys for coming on. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff, everybody, and we'll see everybody in the next video. So goodbye.